Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for November 5th and 19th. We're going to look at the teleconnections, and the AO is currently negative and is predicted to remain negative to neutral during the next 2 weeks, as height anomalies across the Arctic are currently mostly positive and are expected to remain positive or mixed across over the next 2 weeks. And we'll take a look at that at the surface. You see, all right, here's the 5th, mostly positive here. Then we go, it stays mostly positive according to the GFS. And the NAO, we'll look at the NAO. That was the NAO is negative and is currently negative and is forecast to remain negative to neutral during the next 2 weeks due to positive height anomalies across Greenland. You can see it here. So that's the predicted pattern that we're going to have. Now we're going to get to the forecast period, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the polar vortex. This is for the period November 5th to the 9th. And what we have here is a trough off the northwest coast, zonal flow across the country, and we have a cyclonic flow here with this upper low near Hudson Bay with below normal heights. And above normal heights cover much of the southern states. So within this flow, we're going to have energy moving through the plains early next week, and with the low developing across the Great Lakes region, you can see right here. And this will bring some precipitation to the region. And then the atmospheric river event, we're going to take a look at that here. This is current map here. I'll put it in motion. And see, we have a strong plume of moisture moving into the northwest. And that will bring some heavy rainfall to the region. Now we'll look at here. Here comes one system bringing rain and snow to the area here. Then we go forward in time. Here comes the next system. And then we have another one following. This will be further to the south. You can see coming into California. Now we're going to look at the amount of rainfall to the northeast just for the 5th to 9th. And you can see we have some red areas here. This would be over 3 inches maybe. Of course, this is a 24-hour period. And you can see that rain keeps moving into the region here. And then here comes the next system coming further to the south, and then moves into California and bringing heavy rain to the region there. And this could cause some flooding in parts of the region. Okay, we're going to look at the period for November 10th to the 14th. And we still have a rather zonal flow across the country. And we have a trough over the northwest, over eastern Canada and the northeast, with above normal heights across the southern states. So for this forecast period, I am calling for... Why is it always the first time that it never clicks? Calling for above normal temperatures here. And I'm calling for anomalies up to 7 degrees above normal, mainly across this region. Below normal temperatures for this region here, with the anomalies at 2 to 4 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here and here. Probability of occurrence is near 35%. Above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is near 35%. Look at the period from November 15th to the 19th. 15th to the 19th. We still have our zonal flow here. Now we have a trough here over the Eastern Pacific. Above normal heights cover a large area in North America. We have a trough here or below normal heights here across Eastern Canada and the Northeast. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for little change in temperature anomalies. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and for this region. And the probability of occurrence is nearly 40%. Below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is nearly 45% in some regions. Okay, getting to the polar vortex. Okay, currently we have what brought this cold air and snow to North America is a stretched polar vortex, and it pulled both it brought colder and snowier weather to Asia and North America, and models are predicting a relaxation of this flow, and we'll get into some milder weather here in the east. But the pattern could repeat itself in the second half of November. We have to keep an eye on that. So it seems that the reason for the strengthened polar vortex is a wave. You got to go here. This is due to the flux IWAF and the energy transfer from the troposphere to the stratosphere. Looking at the AWAF is a vertical and meridional direction in the flow. Through the WAF is upward, which would typically weaken the polar vortex. But what happens is the WAF also needs to be directed towards the North Pole. However, in this picture here, the WAF is directed towards the equator. This is something that needs to be watched many times, as in the past, the upward and southward strengthening of the polar vortex. And this needs to be watched carefully if a strong polar vortex coupled to the troposphere pattern with little or no high latitude blocking, and that, we usually get a green layer blocking there, the strong polar vortex and a mostly zone of flow can reinforce each other to produce an extended mild period across the northern hemisphere. Could pretty much end any chance of the colder weather going into the winter months. And what happened in 2019, the winter 2019 and 20 just got started. Now, we're going to take a look at this map. This is from the European Forecast Center. And it could be very late November into early January, and if there is a large polar vortex disruption, the probability of colder and snowier weather increased across the northern hemisphere. And the European weeklies have been consistently advertising a larger polar vortex disruption in early December. You see right here as we starts to get elongated again, and the European is if this is indicating something or not, but it's predicted tropospheric pattern support a larger polar vortex disruption. And I think this might be jumping ahead, might be ahead of the pattern a little bit, but we have to keep an eye on this and see if this colder air or the warming could occur to have a larger polar vortex disruption. Okay, that's it for now. That's the long-range weather forecast discussion for November 5th and 19th. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.